What's up, everyone? Welcome back for another mono-red deck for Aetherdrift Standard. But wait, this is not quite the mono-red deck you're used to seeing. This is actually a all goblins deck that's been making its way around Standard, and it's pretty fun. It's kind of a nice change of pace versus some of the mono-red builds that have been running around Standard for a little over a year now. But before I dive into the deck, just a quick reminder, if you want to stay up to date on all the Magic related content, Aetherdrift Standard and such for my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you're liking the video, and that way you can get notified anytime I post any new Magic content to the channel. So let's go ahead and dive into the deck. So yeah, like I was mentioning, this is a Goblins deck, which is pretty cool to see. It's been a while since a Goblin deck's been competitive in Standard, but this one just keeps coming at your opponent. And a lot of it has to do with the additions from Aetherdrift and how they really pair nicely with some of the cards that were in Foundations. So we've got the Burnout Bastronaut, which is a nice menace creature that will start your engines. And when it has max speed, it has double strike. Got a staple that's been in some of the other mono-red decks, the Cacophony Scomp. But this is nice because it acts like a really good defender against your opponent's attacks or attacking into your opponent. And when it dies, it can deal damage to any target based on its power. That turns out to be pretty useful in this deck. Got a Fanatical Firebrand Hasty Goblin that can deal a point of damage by tapping it to sacrifice it. We have the Rundeveldt Hordemaster. This is really cool because it pumps your goblins, but also whenever another goblin you control dies, or it dies, you can exile the top card of your library. And if that card is a goblin card, you can play it until your next turn. We have Sear Slicer Goblin. This is really great with the raid mechanic. It'll spit out the goblin tokens if you attack this turn. That ends up being really crucial in this deck, and I'll go into why that is. We have the Dropkick Bomber, another way to pump your goblins, giving them +1/+1, and you can kind of fling the goblin in the air by paying a red and giving a goblin flying. At the end of the turn, you have to sacrifice it if it deals damage. One of the big additions from Aetherdrift was Howlsquad Heavy. Also has start your engines, but at the beginning of combat on your turn, it spits out a goblin token that has to attack each combat. And if you have max speed, you can add 1 red mana to your mana pool for each goblin you control. Really powerful. And then kind of the curve topper for the deck is Krenko Mob Boss from Foundations. You can tap him to pump out red goblin creature tokens, where X is the number of goblins you control. But if you have a Howlsquad Heavy on the battlefield, he'll have haste, so you can do it right away. So that's really important. Then one of the big payoff cards, or that helps you get the big payoff in the deck, is Impact Tremors. Anytime you have a creature enter under your control, it'll deal a point of damage to each opponent. And you're just consistently making goblins with the Sear Slicer Goblin, Howlsquad Heavy, Krenko Goblin, boss, and then all the other goblins that you'll cast. And we have a little bit of removal for Torch the Tower to have it exile a creature when it deals damage to it, to a creature or planeswalker. We round out the deck though with 22 lands. Some keep lands in this deck though, or the Soulstone Sanctuary, since it's every creature type. When you activate it, it can become a goblin. And then we have Amonkhet Raceway, which has start your engines, and when you have max speed, you can give a creature haste until end of turn. So it's really relentless. The idea behind the deck is just to swarm your opponents relentlessly with just a ton of goblins, and each time a goblin enters on your side, you have Impact Tremors to ping them. Eventually, it just wears your opponent down in a few turns, and it's just an avalanche of goblins coming at him. So it's a pretty fun deck to play. Been pretty fun to try out when I've tested it. So let's go ahead and hop on the ladder, see how I do with it, and see if we can rack up some big wins with it. All right, so we're on the draw here. It looks like we do have some early plays. Let's give it a shot. Oh, nice. Actually, I'm kind of glad that they used it on that and not on our Bastronaut, because this is a better card to have. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll do a Scomp. All right. Go ahead and attack there. We'll cast the goblin. Huh, third one. Yeah, I guess it makes up for them missing their land drops. Can't blame them there. I'll go with the Howlsquad Heavy. Alrighty, let's see how this works here. We don't have max speed. Darn. Well, we can figure it out here. We'll activate this ability. Nice. It's a good win. Good way to start off. Okay. So we're on the draw. Yeah, we have some nice curve going here. Let's give it a shot. All right. That's a bummer. Let's see, that's got ward. It's a real pain in the rear. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack with the fast shot so we can get max speed. I'll sit back and block with this. I'm not going to cast anything because I can block. It'll die, and then I can use the pay the ward 2 cost to get our run velt back. But they're ahead of us pretty nicely here. So what started out as a good hand could be a pretty bad loss. Okay. Yep. All right. 4 mana. Yeah, I think we go with Krenko. No attacks. We gotta hold back because of the poison counters. Really can't let anything through right now. They have a Mockingbird, or no, Elusive Otter. Interesting. They're gonna poison us out. That's a bummer. Yeah, that's a tough loss. Alrighty. Oh, interesting. Yeah, let's see how this goes here. This is quite a diverse hand. Alright. Go ahead and get rid of that now. Ah, that's a bummer. Which one are they taking out? Okay. Let's see here. Gosh, we need a token or something like that. We could take out that quest caller. We'll pass. We might still be able to do it if they attack. Let's see. All right, we'll go ahead and block with the scomp. We'll go ahead and shoot the quest caller. We'll pay the ward cost. There we go. Okay. We have double strike too. Yeah. Go ahead and do this. Okay, nice. We have the mana available. Now we just need something to utilize it with. Okay. Got a lot of mana. Okay. They're going to take the rest, huh? Go ahead and pump that. And we'll pass. Ooh. That sucked. Oh, it's only one. I thought they would have more. I guess that's right. Sweet. Hey, we got the win. I'll take it. Alrighty. So we're on the draw. Yeah, I think we can keep this. Now they get no damage. good answer to the Cacophony Scomp. Alright. Yeah, we'll go. Zero slicer there. Pass. All right. Gonna ninjutsu us, huh?
Let's give it our all, Pump. Don't worry, Pom-Pom-chan. I've got this.
All right.
I've got them pinned. Press the attack.
No tax. Hopefully we can... Franco can stick long enough so we can... create all those goblins. We're gonna take a beating here, though. Ha, jeez. They're just taking us apart.
I've trained with the best.
I think we need to get some more action. I'm gonna go ahead and block there. All right. There you go. Pump that up. We're at 9. They do 9 damage to us. 4, 5, 6. Maybe 7 if they make another emblem. Oh no, they're doing that.
Sit down. Rethink your life. Alright. They're gonna ninjutsu next. That's a bummer. That's a pretty good deck they've got there, but all they have to do is, yeah. Interesting. Okay, yeah, they're still doing. Gonna kill our sanctuary. Make us ditch our card. Leaving just enough mana for unblocked Kaito.
be jealous of my talent. Just in time to save the.
Oh well. Got him down to 3. It's close, but their deck was just took us apart there. Okay. That's a promising hand. Let's give it a shot. Really want to apply the pressure. That's why I cast this before the Impact Tremors. Ah, bummer. Yeah, at least we'll have the Howlsquad Heavy. Okay, how do we want to do this? Go ahead and attack those. Nice, that gives us max speed. Us 3, 4. Meant to stop that and do the Impact Tremors first, but should have done this in the reverse order. Then we'll go ahead and pass. Okay. So no Day of Judgment or Sunfall just yet. Might be able to get him on a couple turns here. Okay, yeah, we'll take that win. They knew what was coming. We would have just activated our Krenko. Okay, so that was the mono-red-goblins deck. Honestly, I don't think it did as well as I wanted it to do. We went 3 and 2. Really got taken apart by that Esper Bounce deck, but that is one of the best decks in the format. But one thing I did do is after game 3, I added an additional land. I thought we needed it so we could get a Krenko out. I felt like the land drops were a little sluggish, so I added an additional mountain and took out a Fanatical Firebrand. But other than that, I think the deck's pretty solid. It's just making sure your stuff survives long enough to be able to go off with the Howlsquad Heavy and the Krenko's Mob Boss and just get all those creatures going, have the Impact Tremors going. Kind of like what we would have done to our opponent in the last game there that we won. They saw the writing on the wall with the Impact Tremors and Krenko. We were just going to crank out a bunch of goblins, so that would have been fun. But yeah, pretty fun deck. Per usual, I'll make sure to leave a link to the deck list in the video description if you want to check it out there. If you have the wildcards for it and build it on Arena, try it out for yourself if you're a Goblin fan. But I felt this deck was just a nice alternative to the typical mono-red decks that are out there. So it's pretty fun to play. And it's kind of neat to see all these crazy Goblins doing their thing. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed the deck. I'll be back again soon with some more Aetherdrift Standard. But until next time, everybody, y'all take care. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.